What's going on out there, sports card land? Alex here with a YouTube Sports Card Hall of Fame ballot. First things first, though, I do want to stop and say thank you for the fantastic reaction that I got to my most recent video about Christy Mathewson and the mythology of early baseball cards. That reaction really made my day, made my week. Was not expecting it and was very, very grateful for it. Got a bunch of new subscribers. If you're a new subscriber, I hope you'll stick around. I have a new video that I'm working on. It really kind of encouraged me to stick with that approach. And I'm making a new video on Jackie Robinson. I'm well in the middle of that. Very excited about it. And that one should be coming around sometime in the near future. So stay tuned. Let's talk about the YouTube Sports Card Hall of Fame. I say this every year. It's easy to start a YouTube channel, but it's not easy to keep one going. And the folks that I'm happy to nominate this year are folks that are doing a great job at just that, at keeping their channel going and then some. First, though, I want to talk a little bit about a comment that I saw. I have a little bit of a rant to share with the community. I happened to be watching a video, one of the ballot entries from another channel, and in the comment section, I saw a comment. I don't know if this person's from our community or not. It doesn't really matter. I'm gonna mention it. The comment was, the YouTube Sports Card Hall of Fame is pointless. And the reason it's pointless, this person said, is because most of the channels that are in that YouTube Sports Card Hall of Fame don't make videos anymore. And in fact, many of the channels that got in stopped making videos soon after they got in. So it's pointless. I want to talk about that for a second. First of all, I can understand how it could be seen that way. YouTube is a land of what have you done for me lately? And very few people are backtracking and watching videos from 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago. So if I see a bunch of channels that are being honored, but they're not making videos anymore, and some of them stopped making them almost after they got into the Hall of Fame, it sort of seems like, what's the point? Well, I think it's worth remembering that none of us are doing this for our day jobs. We're all doing this on the side. We're doing this because we want to, because we love it, because it's fun, because we're motivated to do it. But we're not making money off it. And if any of us are, it's not a lot. We're not living off of it. We're doing this as best we can in the lives that we're living. And everybody in here knows that life can take turns. I would venture to guess that any channels that we know of, whether they're in the YouTube Sports Card Hall of Fame or not, if they stopped making videos, they stopped because life threw them a curveball, or just because they moved on, they evolved, and maybe they just didn't want to do it anymore. That doesn't make their channel any less relevant, but in the YouTube world, it kind of does, because it's like, again, if you haven't made something recently, people tend to disregard it. So why do it? Well, here's why. Because in the moment, we should stop and acknowledge what people are doing. We should stop and take a moment to recognize what people are contributing to our community, because it is changing, and it's always changing. I've been here for almost 7 years now. I've seen a lot of change. I've seen channels come and go. But it's always worth stopping and taking a look around and appreciating what you have while you have it. And I can guarantee you that anybody that's in the YouTube Sports Card Hall of Fame, whether they make videos still or not, was thrilled when they were inducted, because their peers stopped and acknowledged what they were contributing to the community. I know when I got in, I was absolutely thrilled to be acknowledged by people, some of whom I've never met before, for my channel and for what I was contributing to the community. So that's why we do this. We do this to stop and appreciate each other and give each other the acknowledgement that we think they deserve. Regardless of what happens in the future, let's enjoy the present, and let's take a moment to appreciate these channels for what they do and for what they are. So here's my list. Sammy Thunder, A Collector's Dream, Dylan Double D Vintage Cards, Because I'm Carlos, Maxa Jackson, Doug D, DK Cardboard, Star Huddle 77, and Chuck Northside Guy. A pretty wide range of channels. Some of these are big channels, some are small channels. Some of them have been at this for many years, others for just 3 years. Some of them are really heavily involved in live streams and the community in that sense. Others are just making really interesting, creative videos. But every single one of these guys has enthusiasm, brings a certain level of creativity to what they do, knowledge, expertise, and they're always thinking about what else they can do to make this community of ours a more interesting place. And for all of those reasons, I'm happy to nominate these folks. So I hope everybody continues to enjoy the YouTube Sports Card Hall of Fame process in the spirit in which it was intended. It's fun, and it's great to acknowledge other channels and to discover other channels that are out there. So thank you, Jake, and thank you, Mike, and take care, everybody.